Welcome back, everybody. It's more than just a shirt. For some women, it's a step to getting things back to normal after breast cancer surgery. Joining us now with more is Lisa Kreitz. She's the creator of the shower shirt, also a breast cancer survivor. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so take us back in your journey. You were a health reporter for a number of years.
I was a health and medical reporter for in Orlando, for one of the Orlando markets, obviously. And yes, I was 2 weeks before I turned 42 years old, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I had always been very healthy. I exercised, I didn't smoke, I didn't do anything. I didn't have a family history of breast cancer, so it was quite surprising when I was diagnosed.
Through that, you opted to have a mastectomy. And after that, you realized just how much trouble women go through after the surgery.
Absolutely. A couple of days after I was discharged from the hospital, I was in my doctor's office, and he had told me pre-surgery that I would have drains, and those, I didn't know what that meant exactly. Right. They're drains that come out of your armpit or your torso region, and they go 2 to 3 feet down to your knees or so. And so those drains were obviously in my body, sutured into my body, and I said, Dr. Diaz, when can I shower? And he said, oh, you can't shower until those surgical drains are removed. I said, well, how long will that be? And he said, anywhere between 2 and 3 weeks. And I said, why? And he says, well, in essence, if water were to get into those drain sites, I would have an increased chance of infection. So I went home and started researching online for any kind of a water-resistant product that existed. I couldn't find anything. I called a couple people that had gone through the surgery, and I said, what did you use? And they said, a trash bag. So I got in the shower with a trash bag, and it was almost like fighting the trash bag versus utilizing it. Over the next couple of weeks, I became increasingly frustrated. I thought, women have been going through this surgery in this country for 70 years. Why is there not some type of garment to protect me? So one morning I woke up and I said, this is my therapeutic project. I am going to create a water-resistant product for all those hundreds of thousands of future breast cancer patients to better get through surgery than I did and ultimately not be reduced to a trash bag to take a shower.
And this is what you came up with. First of all, I want to say it's very stylish. I like the look of it. This is the shower shirt. Now, from beginning to end, how long did it take you? Because we saw pictures of you drawing it and we saw the prototype and you were working on it on the computer. From that stage to this final product, how long?
We started in July 2009 because my mastectomy was in June 2009, and we went on the market in October 2010. Okay. So it took us about 14 months. Between designing and redesigning, we went through 5 different prototypes, and of course we were working with the patent attorneys, patent applications, the FDA scientists to tell us which type of regulatory classification it would fall into. So in essence, it's an antimicrobial, water-resistant product, you can tell. One of the most important aspects of the product, obviously, is the neck. We can't let any water go down the neck. We have the drawstring area. You can pull it very, very tight. We have microfiber on the inside for any drops of water. And then we have a cinch strap here, and that cinch strap actually wraps all the way around the neck, almost like a turtleneck. Come down, you have the work flap, of course, the Velcro. The really creative design is on the inside because of those horrible drains that mastectomy patients have to deal with. Like I said, they go from 2 to 3 feet down to your knees. We created a strap here so we can wrap the tubing around it to take up the slack, and then the bulbs set in the pockets below. So the shower shirt not only protects the drain sites from getting wet, it also supports the weight of the drain tubes.
You know, it's amazing that you have to go through something like that to come up with an idea like this, but no scientist out there would have thought to do something like this for women. It took somebody that has gone through the surgery and actually had to shower with a garbage bag on to come up with this idea.
I in essence, view this a little bit more of a service than that of a product. It stands to reason if women can shower post-mastectomy, they're going to feel better physically. Thus, they will feel better emotionally and psychologically, which is something that's gravely needed once you've had breast cancer and amputation of the breasts. I want to also add the best part of this jacket, you mentioned that it was stylish. We market it as use it now, wear it later. Use it now for clinical purposes post-mastectomy, and everyone can wear it later as a water-resistant windbreaker with unlimited shelf life. So I saw you. You were out cycling on your bike and wearing it. So it is something that people can find now. It's available on your website if people are interested in it. How many people have written to you saying thank you? I tell you, that's one of the most fascinating parts of this. When I started, of course, it was a cathartic project for me, but it was really for those hundreds of thousands of future breast cancer patients. But I've gotten wonderful notes from people. It's hard to quantify how many, but profound messages that, Lisa, you know, I went through this. I wish this invention was here when I had gone through my mastectomy. One that was just, it really brought me to tears, that their mother had gone through breast cancer and she got a systemic infection from bacteria in the water, and she died. And she said if my mother would have had this invention when she was going through breast cancer and mastectomy,
right,
maybe she would be alive today. And those messages are what keep me going. I go, that's, again, this was my cathartic project, but I think it's also therapeutic for others.
Thank you so much for coming in and sharing it with us. And we're glad that you're doing well and you're healthy.
I'm doing great.
And you look great. Everybody, this is Lisa. And of course, we're going to put a link to your website on our website. So you can go to fox17.com to find out more about the shower shirt. Thank you again for everything you've done.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it.